Just 1500 Sky, it's fine. Okay, another hard trick routine. But this one has Explosion next to Mimikyu. So... What's my way around that? Be Archelodon and Golden Go, wouldn't it? So I can make it rain after I break the mold scale and their explosion does nothing. Does that do well against Indeedee Hatterene as well? Not without Stalwarts. No, it should be fine. Let's just go with that. That seems good enough to me. This is clearly either just Explosion, Trick Room with Mimikyu, or it's Indeedee Hatterene. That is a cool trainer card. Okay. So we're on that one, that's fine. Now, I would strongly expect that the Mimikyu is going to go for some kind of Defensive Terror. They can't Explosion here. It would be Bandage Something Tantrum or something, wouldn't it? But let's just Thunderbolt to break the Mimikyu and Disguise and then just make it rain, right? Yeah, let's just do that. My Archelodon is faster than my Golden Goat, so I can attack this way around. Hopefully they just don't defensively Terra and give me the Mimikyu and let me win immediately. That would be incredibly kind of them. Oh, boo, they defensively Terra. Oh, they make the play that keeps them in the game. Oh, no they don't. No they don't. No they don't. Yeah, so I just win straight away, right? Even if there's like Choice Scarf, doesn't matter. Yep. I just immediately win, right? Thank you kindly. That was good damage to the Metagross. It's got to be Choice Band, right? But that was a very good start. I am incredibly content. And they do just Explosion, so does nothing to Golden Go and does a chunk to the Archelodon, but that doesn't really matter. If it's Ursaluna and Torkoal in the back, I just win. If it's Hatterene or Indeedee, they have a chance. That was still very respectable. Like, obviously that was banded, but yeah, that's a good start. There's no way you don't have Ursaluna and Torkoal in the back, right? Yes. Huzzah! I will take a very straightforward game. So, I think the question is, do I bother even light screening? I obviously electro-shot the Torkoal. And I'm -1 with to make it rain now. No, I don't think I need to light screen. I'll just attack. It's fine. Yep, cool. That's the kind of GC game we want. Let's go. Easy. Give me all of those. Give me one turn into second turn forfeit games. This GC will go by so fast if you do that. Come on, give me more of those. I need more of those games. I like winning immediately on turn 1. I'm very surprised they went for normal Explosion in the face of a Steel type and also a Ghost type, but I am not complaining. Oh, 1600 Sky. Very nice. Very nice. Opposing Dondozo is not so nice. We can easily get into a stalemate. So, Perish Song on Murkrow might have to come into play here. So, I would suspect they're not bringing their Dondozo if they see a Murkrow, because obviously I'm going to haze and all that. But I will bring Murkrow. If they don't bring their Dondozo, then my Dondozo is good against them. We'll go Golden Go. Because Dondozo is so good against everything else. Like, it just beats the rest of the team. So if I can get a Perish onto their Dondozo, I'll be fine. And surely if they see the Murkrow, they don't bring Dondozo because I've got Haze, right? I'm gonna try and Dondozo. I don't like bringing... Like, if I was the Assault Vest one, I just lose to that person Dondozo. But we can easily just get into that stalemate. And I'll have to wait 20 minutes. That's not a cool training card. I guess that will cancel out the 2 minutes that the first game took. Okay, I'm fine with that. So, I will definitely Tailwind. And I reckon it's worth going for the Terra Steel. I don't need my Terra on my anything else. So yeah, because if I go for this, I outspeed the Ursaluna and I get to make it rain off. And this will KO a non-Assault Vest one. And if they don't click Tailwinds with their Talonflame and they click Flare Blitz, I reckon this into their Flare Blitz recoil will KO them. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Understandable. Have a good day. It's a shame I didn't reflect there, because now they might be able to Flare Blitz KO my Golden Go. Okay. Because I've done that much damage to the Talonflame, I should be able to go Dondozo here. And then my Dondozo will beat their Dondozo. Because I will have done more damage to them. Right? Yeah, let's do it. I don't like that I'm doing this early without having got a Perish song off. Because I get locked in here. Oh no, this also doesn't work because they can just go for Will-O-Wisp. And then that cancels my lefties and then they definitely beat my Dondozo. Yeah, that was a bad play. That was not good. That needs to be switched to Dondozo and foul play the Talonflame. And then I guess I'll lose my Murkrow, but then... yeah, this doesn't work if they have Will-O-Wisp. Ooh, they're using the Terra straight away, okay. Interesting. But it's got to be Flare Blitz on this turn. Like so. Don't you do it. Lovely. Lovely. Okay, so... now I do lose to a Dondozo endgame. That was not ideal. Obviously they could have still had Will-O-Wisp. If they didn't have Will-O-Wisp, it wouldn't have mattered. But yeah, that's not ideal. And also Blood Moon does loads. So, yeah, I'll order up the Talonflame, but that's not good. There it is. And now they will be able to beat mine. Because Blood Moon will do loads. Oh no, they Blood Moon last turn. It has to be Iron Voice this turn. But this will still do a lot. That was still a good chunk. Okay, how do I get out of this? Because I think I was perfectly fine if they did not burn me. I would have been able to 1v1 the Dondozo because I'd have done enough to the Talonflame that I win the 1v1. But now this doesn't work. So I'll protect on the Blood Moon turn. Or the protect turn, that's fine as well. Shame I don't have Hazelwood on the Murkrow. Yeah, that burn really scampers me. This is me getting GC'd again, so... Obviously, at the Talonflame Mad Will-O-Wisp, it didn't really make much difference, but... They switched to Tatsugiri here, that's okay. Because I will be able to get the Perish Song into them. But then I think I'll still lose because they'll still have the Talonflame. That would have KO'd without the burn. Lovely. And now this should KO, right? And now they get to order up the Tatsugiri and now I lose. So, yeah, that burn was not good. Not good at all. Okay, so Murkrow here. Dragon Bolt here. And Foul Play. Because they've got attack boosts. They can't just switch into the Tatsugiri because I'm obviously going to haze here. That was a voice crack. Obviously going to haze. So, let me have the Ursaluna. This is still possible if they make mistakes now. I think I would have been perfect. Oh, yeah, there we go. That would have been perfectly fine if they went for if they didn't burn me. That's very brave in the face of haze, but obviously I don't have haze. I think I need to crit it with Shadow Ball now. I think that's the only way back into the game that I can see. If I'm living this, there's a chance, but I'm not. No, there's no chance now. Yeah, so that burn was quite killer. So I will just end up forfeiting now, because there's no way back. Yeah, if I didn't get burned, I would have KO'd the Ursaluna with that Wave Crash, and therefore I would have been able to get into the end game of Dondozo vs Dondozo, but I win that because I've got a KO, and they wouldn't have. So that was getting unlucky to lose that one as far as I can see. So, you know, that's the GC all over again, because why wouldn't it? It's a shame, because like that was somewhat of a streak starting. But of course, when can I ever get a good streak going? I've had some good luck already here. So obviously there's going to be bad luck against me, but getting Flare Blitz burned immediately is, I think, quite unreasonable. That's an interesting team. Okay, they got fast and slow modes, so got to account for both somehow. How do I do that? I don't know if I do. I think it's Murkrow and Golden Go. But Taurus is decent here as well. Is it though? No, because Armarouge walls it. Dragapult walls it. No, so it's actually not that good. So I'll go with this. Yeah, I got to shake off that last game. There's going to be plenty that I lose to luck so long as it cancels out and I win some games to luck. It's just always seems to happen in the GC. I need to shake it off because it always happens. I need to shake it off. That's a cool trainer card. It's not the most ideal. Right, so I am going to foul play the Armarouge and make it rain. And then next turn I will just switch to the Dondozo straight away. That's fine. This should KO the Indeedee, right? Oh, this should KO the Indeedee. Although, would it have been better not to KO the Indeedee, not to give the paid switch? Oh, okay, it didn't. Okay, obviously then I can fire move my Golden Go here. So I'm gonna Dondozo straight away. The Expanding Force here, then that's a very good, like, clearly that's a prediction if they Expanding Force. But if they don't Expanding Force, my Dondozo is in a good position to be able to stall out Trick Room. Assault Vest Dondozo is really good against this kind of thing. Especially if they have Torkoal and Ursaluna in the back. Assault Vest is very good against that. You don't need to protect stall out Trick Room if you're just not taking damage. Regretting bringing Murkrow now. I don't think Murkrow is very good in this matchup. It was mainly to cover for the Lillicol lead. Because if they led Lillicol, I could have just haunted the Lilligant and Shadow Ball the Torkoal. Probably Make It Rain would have been better in that situation, actually. But there we go. If they Expanding Force, they predicted the Dondozo. Which would be a very reasonable prediction. If they Fire Move, then I should be able to stall out Trick Room pretty comfortably. Because they're staying in. Because they haven't switched. So hopefully this isn't a Psychic move. Oh, interesting. Does this mean they are going for a Psychic move because there's going to be Terra Psychic? Because there was no reason to Terra otherwise. But that was pointless. Right? As far as I can see, that was unnecessary. Cool, cool. Yeah, that was a weird terrestrialization. I am not sure I agree with that. Right, so let's order up the Armarouge. And then hopefully they'll be put into Earthquake range. I'm just attacking because they should probably just hard switch the Indeedee here. So if I protect and they get Indeedee switched into a Trick Room Sweeper, then that might be enough momentum for them. But it's like these are going to be the only two Trick Roomers in the game, so if I can just put them both into Make It Rain range, then I am sorted. So there's one of them gone. Expanding Force will still hurt, but it's not Helping Hand. We'll see if it's Lifeorb. That's not Lifeorb. Cool. Then there's 2 turns left. So if I protect on this turn, they can only double into the Dondozo for a KO, and if they don't KO the Dondozo, then I will just sweep the Dondozo. Well, no, to be fair, there's Lillicol and there's Dragapult waiting in the back, so maybe not. But there's the Torkoal. We'll see if they have Clear Smog or not. If they have Clear Smog, that shouldn't put me in Expanding Force range based on that damage just done. I definitely protect on this turn. And then I see what happens on the last turn. Especially with the last little bit of lefties. They, like, Clear Smog into Expanding Force shouldn't KO me. They do have Clear Smog. Fair enough. Now, is 2 order-ups, 1 at neutral, 1 at +1, enough to KO the Armarouge? We will see. Might it be better to Wave Crash the Armarouge just so I definitely get KO'd? Is that better? Because if I don't KO them with 2 order-ups, I lose, because they'll second Trick Room. So I'm going to Wave Crush the Torkoal here, because that's the most likely to KO myself. Like, I want to just live and get a Wave Crash, and then KO myself. And if I don't do that, oh no. Yo. That's not going to do it. I have miscalculated. Because that's not even close to enough. Okay. Yeah, that wasn't very well done from me. Yeah, that's not good. I mean, I'll Earthquake here to get the chip on the Torkoal. But yeah, that was not ideally done. I guess I should have just gone for does order up into +1 order up KO. If they didn't have Clear Smog, I would just sweep with Dondozo. But that's exactly what Clear Smog on Torkoal is for. It's a shame I didn't have Terra Steel anymore. If I had Terra Steel still, then I would have been able to Terra Steel on that final turn and just won. But alas. Right, the Torkoal isn't doing as much now. But it should... No, they just Clear Smog again. I reckon they're Choice Specs. It's got to be Choice Specs, right? I'm going to assume that's Choice Specs. I might be able to sort this out. How many turns of Suns left? 2, right? And they're not switching again, which is good. Oh. They're not Choice Specs. So why didn't you Fire Move last time? That was weird. So I'm not sure the Torkoal actually gets me. Because they're pretty weak right now. I don't think they get me. So I should just about be able to do it, right? Is it optimal to try to double protect? Because they will KO... No, it is, isn't it? Because they will KO me. Because they will just Expanding Force and KO me. So it is optimal to try to double protect. Yeah, because they're going to KO me regardless. They shouldn't get me. Not at the range they're at. No way. Yeah, of course not. Alright, so 2 turns of Trick Room remaining. Oh, okay. If I dodge, can you imagine? If I dodge, I stall that Trick Room. That wasn't a dodge. That was an attack into the... What? Right, this is entirely doable now, because they just whiffed that completely. Right, how do I do this? The Torkoal's in Make It Rain range, I think. So, do I protect on this turn? Because if the Torkoal's strong enough to KO the Dondozo after last turn, then that'd be... No, because I want the Tatsuki around the field so that I can definitely just attack, right? So I will sacrifice the Dondozo so that they can't play around with anything. I will order up the Armor Rouge if they allow me to get an attack off. Okay, cool. They went for Trickery. That was smart. Because then they'd be able to reverse it. Now is the Dondozo strong enough to KO the Armor Rouge? It had better be. That was a really good play from them. Yeah, that was solid. Now I need to be strong enough to KO the Armor Rouge. Which is stronger? Resistant... Wave Crush is stronger, isn't it? Right? Because 120 up to 180 and then down to 90. So... Let's see. That was really smart from them. Oh, that's going to be close. Wave Crash is stronger, so I'll Wave Crash. Be strong, Dondozo. I've taken some attack EVs out of you. Please be strong. Because if they live, then that was a very solid reversal of Trick Room there. Be strong! Dondozo, do it! Nice. Okay. We'll never know. Apparently it does 32 to 38%. So, might have done it. We'll never know. But, you know, I got some luck. Again, it cancels out. It does cancel out. You have to remind yourself, it cancels out. You get lucky as well. The opponents get lucky. You get lucky. That's how RNG works. You just remember the bad ones. Okay. The Indeedee... Was the Indeedee KO'd? I can't remember if it was KO'd or not. Regardless, it should be Golden Go. Right. Because they're Life Orb, the Make It Rain will KO the Yes, Luna, right? So, just in case, I'll attack with this. And the Torkoal should be in range as well, because it is not Assault Vest or anything. Make It Rain should KO. So, that was almost a really good play from the opponent. And I think, well, it objectively was a good play if they ended up living. Because if I protected the Dondozo, then they get Trick Room again for sure. But that was lucky that I attacked there, and then lucky that I got the critical hit. So luck evens out. You gotta remember, it does even out. It just feels worse when you get unlucky than good when you get lucky. And you always forget the good ones, you always remember the bad ones because of it. But at this point, I believe I have the game sealed. I can't see a way back into them. But this should KO the Torkoal for sure. Good. So it didn't matter which one I Dragon Pulse because the Torkoal was in range. I can't remember if Indeedee was KO'd or not, but if it hadn't been, it's in the red. It had been. Okay, cool. So the game was completely sealed at that point. Cool. I will take that. That was a cool reversal of Trick Room, and it almost worked out. Like rolls came into play there, whether I KO'd the not Ursula, the Armor Rouge or not. But obviously, you can always crit on that attack as well. So maybe that critical hit and the fact that I KO'd that Armor Rouge has cancelled out the Flare Blitz burn on the Dondozo. I'm not sure it did, because this was a 1400 guy and the previous was 1600, right? So it would have been better if I had been able to beat that 1600 guy, but oh well. It does even out. You need to remember.